In order to print your file from your application, select File Print. The initial print window will be dependent on the application you are using. Here we are printing a PDF file using Adobe Acrobat Reader. Select your printer from the drop-down. The naming of your printer will depend on your organization. Please check with your IT department as to the exact name of the print queue you should be using. While some print settings can be performed using the option in the Applications Print dialog, to access the full printer driver properties, you need to select the Properties button. If you are performing the same steps using Microsoft Word, accessing the printer properties is done using the Printer Properties button after changing the printer. Now shown is the Canon Printer Driver dialog. All the commonly used functionality is presented on the Basic Settings tab. The defaults will depend on your organization. The defaults here are that the page size used in the application is A4, the orientation is portrait, and when printed it should match this size. If I wanted to enlarge this and print it on A3, then I can select A3 from the output size. If the job contains multiple pages, then the printer will output these as double-sided. If I wanted to change to single-sided, I can do that here. Note that the page icon changes, indicating that the job will be printed single-sided. An important aspect when printing double-sided is the edge that the paper flips on. Here we are flipping on the long edge of the sheet. If I was to change this to short edge, then the icon also changes. The output will be collated. However, if I wanted it both collated and staple, and my printer has a staple finisher, I could select the staple option. When stapling, I can also change my staple position depending on the capabilities of my output device. Color mode allows you to specify whether your output will be in color, monochrome, or automatically select between color and monochrome based on the content of your document. You can also change the properties of the job by clicking the preview icon. Here we are removing the staple, changing the duplex edge, changing to black and white, and then adding a corner staple. The only option that you might want to change that is not on the basic screen is the source of the paper that you are printing on. The default is to automatically select the appropriate paper. However, you can specify to print from a particular tray. Now click OK to dismiss the Printer Property dialog. Notice the Applications dialog now reflects the changes that you made in the printer driver. Press Print to submit the job. Depending on your configuration, your job will now either be printed or held waiting for you to release the job at the device.